The BYD Shark 6 represents a new era for the ute market, where petrol and electric power combine to distance buyers from the turbo-diesel workhorses they've loved for decades. The boldly designed four-door pickup truck makes use of its plug-in hybrid powertrain to good effect with its many performance packages, making it a car in the performance and productivity market. Just looking at the Shark 6 doesn't hint at the powertrain revolution that resides in the exterior. It is a big and bluff modern dual cab measuring 5,457mm in length, 1,971mm in width and 1,921mm in height with a wheelbase of 3,260mm. BYD logo is stamped on the tailgate, 18-inch alloys, side steps, roof rails and LED headlights. The windlass has a spray liner, hooks, lights, a soft opening tailgate and 3 electrical outlets. While its 2,500 kilograms towing capacity falls short of the world-dominating Ford Rangers and Toyota Hilux, the otherwise attractive offering has the potential to shake up one of the most hotly contested new car segments. The 2025 BYD Shark 6 comes with 7 airbags and also driver assistance technology, which including driver fatigue monitoring, blind spot warning, autonomous emergency braking, and front and rear cross-traffic alert, which are useful when pulling the car out of a tight parallel. Parking. Lane departure warning and lane keep assist while rear collision warning, speed limit detection, door opening warning and child presence detection function make highway driving easier. Once inside, the giant rotating infotainment touchscreen is the dominant interior feature. There's also a configurable digital instrument cluster and head-up display, genuine leather steering wheel, synthetic leather seat trim, front seat power adjustment, and front seat heating and ventilation. The 2025 BYD Shark 6 gets the same basic tech spread as other BYDs. Allows new features and functionality to be added through regular updates delivered wirelessly via the onboard SIM connection, starting with over-the-air software updates. There's also a large 15.6-inch central infotainment screen that can be adjusted in either portrait or landscape configuration at the touch of a button. Can be adjusted, rotates smoothly. The jumbo screen integrates wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and has dozens of built-in applications with a wide range of functionality, from car information to infotainment. A 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster provides the driver with detailed information. There are 2 phone holders on the front, one of which has wireless charging, plus a USB-A and USB-C port. The rear is compatible with USB-A and USB-C ports, and the Shark also features in-vehicle charging, V2L, technology that allows household AC appliances and camping equipment to be powered from conventional power points. The entire system can provide up to 6 kilowatts of power, although it can only do so for 4 hours before starting the car to recharge the battery. Access is via a button in the cabin or by double pressing a button above the tailgate. There's a single strut that allows the tailgate to slowly lower rather than swing open like many, and the wheel arches don't intrude on the cargo area like some. The grab bars on either side of the wide center console are handy for bracing yourself, and there's decent storage space, including an open space above the glove box. The front seats hug in all the right places, and the perforated leather-look upholstery does a decent job of looking vaguely authentic. The rear seats have ample legroom under the seats, and along with good headroom, it appears to be one of the more spacious of the main seats. Those at the rear also get center-mounted air vents, complete with an anodized red surround, which add a more premium feel. Shark 6. The interior of Premium can be accessed via NFC, near-field communication, card, phone, BYD app, remote key, mechanical key and door handle key. 12-speaker Dyn-Audio sound system, satellite navigation, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wireless phone power, rear air vents and dual-zone air conditioning with AM/FM and digital radio bands. This car also comes with Spotify and Amazon Music, over-the-air, OTA, update capability and lock/unlock, AC on/off, etc. It will come with a number of apps, including a smartphone app that offers remote control for functions such as. There are also 7 airbags, including front center, multiple camera views and front and rear parking sensors. The Shark Ute's petrol engine is a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder turbo that produces a modest 135 kilowatts and 260 newton meters, but is tuned mainly to generate electricity rather than driving the wheels. There are also 2 electric motors, each of the same size and with the same potential outputs. However, engineers have tuned the electrical system to deliver more power to the front wheels and more torque to the rear wheels. BYD claims front axle output of 170 kilowatts and 310 newton meters. It wasn't clear whether this was from the electric motor alone or the high-speed petrol engine. The petrol engine only drives the front wheels. The rear motor makes around 150 kilowatts and 340 newton meters, with extra torque designed to give it extra push on hills and when towing. There is no conventional gearbox. The electric motors are driven by a reduction gear, essentially a single-speed unit. The petrol engine also runs at the same ratio, but starts to drive the car above about 70 km per hour. If you hear it revving below that speed, it is purely acting as a generator, creating electricity to be used in the motors. The 2025 BYD Shark 6 has a 29.58 kWh battery and can provide an EV-only range of up to 100 kilometers. Exact figures are hard to come by, but BYD suggests the car will use an average of 2.0 liters of petrol per 100 kilometers with the battery fully charged, which is very, very efficient. When you're running, the company claims fuel consumption of 7.9 liters/100 kilometers, which is the same as the Hilux dual cab and slightly more than the Ranger 2.0 liter diesel, 7.6 liters/100 kilometers. However, these numbers are consistent with lab testing, and you'll be using it more regularly in the real world. So the Shark 6 works hard in hunting and is better in everyday driving. And of course, it has a zero fuel range of 80 kilometers, if you charge it regularly. The Shark 6 can be charged from a household wall box, which draws up to 7 kilowatts of power for a full charge in around 4.5 hours. It takes over 15 hours to connect to a standard power point. It also has a CC's combo port for faster DC charging up to 55 kilowatts. BYD claims a 25-minute charge from 30 to 80%, about 40 kilometers range. As in our on-road taste test, the off-road experience with the 2025 BYD Shark 6 was short and sweet, and the engine roars to life to get the electrons flowing to all 4 wheels. A few times of engaging the traction control on the Shark 6 helped to quickly settle it and get things moving.Even with front and rear independent suspension. Wheel articulation on descents seemed perfectly respectable. Elsewhere, the Shark 6 does things differently. There is no gearbox for low-range transmissions, which can immediately raise the flag with hardcore off-roaders. But remember that these gearboxes are mainly installed to increase the torque of the combustion engine at low speeds, which allows for rock scavenging and hill climbing. Electric motors off-road it already has plenty of torque where you need it most. So, while it sometimes calls for decent throttle, it still has plenty of hill climbing power. It also has decent credentials. Shark 6 pickup trucks have an approach angle of 31 degrees and a departure angle of 19.5 degrees. The landing angle is 17 degrees. It also has 230 millimeters of ground clearance and it is designed to pass water up to 700 millimeters.